Hey, what's up everyone? Foxhounder N313 here. Wanted to drop a somewhat quick video discussing or sharing my excitement regarding the announcement that the newest Dragon Ball Heroes game is coming to the West. For the first time ever, I believe, a Dragon Ball Heroes game is being localized. And the newest entry is on the Nintendo Switch. It is called Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. And I'm very, very excited about this. I've been wanting the Hero series to come to the West, to come to the States, ever since the first game. As a matter of fact, I remember when the first game came out, or was getting ready to come out on the Nintendo 3DS, and this was back in, 2012, I guess, 2013. I created a Twitter page to sort of try to drum up support to get the developers to localize the game. Of course, that did not pan out. It's kind of funny, though. You know, there's a lot of games that are on the Switch, like, well, that one and the Senran Kagura game, that back last generation would not have been localized in a million years. And now that we don't have region lock, these games are being localized left and right. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm very happy that these games are getting localized. It's just ironic. But I'll sort of tell you guys what Dragon Ball Heroes is. It's based on an arcade series in Japan. And essentially you go out and you buy actual cards that you can use with the arcade machine. And it's the gameplay is a like turn-based card game, so you use the cards to attack. Now with the 3DS games and with the Switch game, the cards will be in the game itself. I assume, at least. I don't think they're going to have some kind of card reader deal. I don't think that would be possible. So the cards are already in the game, but it's a turn-based card game. Now that might not sound very exciting to some people. I know that a lot of Dragon Ball fans, you know, they want a fighting game when it comes to Dragon Ball. But personally, I'm more excited about this than I was for Dragon Ball Fighters or Fighter Z, whatever you want to call it. And that's not to say I wasn't excited about that game. I was very much excited about it, and it was a great game, and I spent quite a bit of time with it. And I plan to actually double dip on that one and buy it for the Nintendo Switch. But this game, Dragon Ball Heroes, it reminds me a lot of one of the Dragon Ball Z games that I played way back in the day called Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Warriors on the Game Boy Color. It was a turn-based game where you used cards to attack. And I kind of get that vibe from this game, so it sort of brings back memories. And I really enjoyed that gameplay style. I prefer something turn-based over something that's more action-heavy, like a fighting game. So this is right up my alley. And the other thing that's really cool about these Heroes games is that they essentially have every character from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. I mean, these games have the biggest rosters of any Dragon Ball Z game on the market. And, you know, they're not technically fighting games, so I don't know that you can necessarily compare them to the Dragon Ball Z fighting games, but it's still something that's worth noting. I mean, you get characters in these games that you don't get anywhere else, like Goten from GT. So I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. Even if you don't like Dragon Ball GT, I don't think anyone would complain about having more characters to choose from. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know if they've revealed the roster for this game or not. I assume it'll have all the same fighters as the ones on the 3DS and maybe add even more. As far as the plot goes, I think it's telling an original story. It's not like retelling the plots from like the TV series or the anime. Which Dragon Ball Z games in general lately have been doing a good job of that. They've been telling their own original plots as opposed to just retelling the stories from the anime, which is definitely a good thing, because that was getting old. Most of the Dragon Ball Z games from like the 5th and 6th generations were just retelling the Dragon Ball Z sagas. You had the Saiyan Saga, the Frieza Saga, the Cell Saga, all that. I'm very glad they're getting away from that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think? Or are you looking forward to this? Do you think you'll check it out when it gets released? The game is coming out on April the 5th, so we won't have to wait too much longer. It's just a few months away now, so that's great. Get this game in my hands before we know it, or before I know it. So that's great. I'm glad it's coming out so soon. But yeah, let me know what you think about it, and be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to us if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more gaming discussions here on Dorks Like Us. This is Foxhounder signing off. God bless.